welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm just showing you how to get this natural glam eye. This is perfect for every day. This is perfect for a night out, and it's a really great way of challenging yourself with makeup. If you are a beginner, or if maybe eyeshadows are something that you really struggle with, this is a really easy, simple look that uses just a couple of shades that you most likely already have in your collection, but I will be using the Jaclyn Hill palette today for this look, and I'm so excited. I go in with just a couple of the neutral shades in this palette, but I haven't gotten to use this a ton on my channel, and I want to make sure that I dive in and use this palette because I've had it for almost a year and I need to post more looks with it. And before we get started, I hope you guys stick around by subscribing because we need to hit 1,000 subscribers before February 20th, or otherwise YouTube will cancel its partnership with me and all of my videos will be demonetized and I might be withheld from some features on YouTube. So as someone who's a creator, I really want to expand this channel, and I want to be creative and I want to have access to do that in all capacities, and I can only do that if I'm a partner with YouTube as I post on this free platform. So if you guys could subscribe, that would be wonderful. We're only about 400 subscribers away from 1,000 and we've got time, y'all. We got about a month. Let's do it. I'm going to continue posting every day as long as I have the strength to. So I hope you guys stick around by subscribing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first I'm just going in with some concealer, and I'm going to use this to prime the eyelids as well as conceal any veins. You guys can tell I have very pale skin, and so my eyelids are actually really thin, and so veins are very obvious. To set that concealer, I'm just going in with one of my single eyeshadows from ColourPop. This is the shade Full Zip. Right next to it is a shade from Morphe that I love using when I'm a little bit more tan, but this one's really great for me right now in my January skin because it really sets down my concealer, but it has a very neutral undertone that is about one shade lighter than my skin tone. If you have a deeper skin tone, just find a shade that matches your eyelids or is as bright as you want your eyelids to be. This shade will probably be too pale for someone with a medium or deeper complexion. So today for this eye look, I am using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm super excited. I don't think I've done that many looks with this on my channel, and so this is what I'm going to be using today. And I do have my cheat sheet of colors because Jaclyn didn't include the color shades on her palette, unfortunately. I wish she had. So first I'm just taking a big fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm going in with the shade MFEO, which has a really pretty orangey undertone. It's a really great transition shade for me. Again, if you have a deeper or medium complexion, you might want to go in with a shade that's a couple shades darker than your skin tone as a transition shade. For me, because I have smaller eyelids, I am bringing this transition shade a little bit higher and closer to my brow. This will help to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. And I'm just deepening that up by going in a couple of times and just blending. Now going in with a rounded crease brush from Sephora, I'm just picking up this shade Pukey, which is kind of a mustard yellow toned brown. I really enjoy this shade a lot, and I think that this is a really gorgeous, useful shade. And I'm going to use this to just barely deepen up my crease. This can be messy because we are going to be blending it out like crazy. Going back in with that Morphe blending brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that first shade we used, and I'm going to just blend all of this together so that we don't have any harsh lines and it looks nice and clean. Like I said, y'all, this is a super simple, basic look, which is great. That's what you want for natural glam. You want it to be quick and easy and something you can literally do on the go in about 10 minutes and feel a little bit more oomphed on your eyes. Going in with just a Tarte flat shader brush. I believe this is probably for packing stuff all over the lid or for the lips. I'm picking up a little bit of concealer that I put on the back of my hand, and I'm going to just make a slight cut crease. This is hard to do holding a mirror. I'm just raising where my natural lid is and going a little bit higher up and packing on that pigment. By pigment, I mean concealer. I'm going to go in with the warmth of my fingertip and just kind of meld that into the eyelid. And then picking up the shade Beam, I'm going to pack that all over the lid, starting with a fingertip, and then I'm going to go in with a brush and just make sure that everything looks nice and blended. You'll see the shade is really, really bright. It's a lot lighter than the eyeshadow, so we will go in with a different shade to help blend it all together. And now I'm just picking up a small shadow brush from Sephora, picking up that shade Beam, and I'm going to just really clean this up and make sure that it is giving us that really nice hourglass shape. Not hourglass, what's it called? The dome? The semicircle look? So now's the part where we need to blend everything together because it's looking a little cray. So what I'm going to do first is pick up a ColourPop shadow brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Buns from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is this one right here. And I'm going to target that in the outer corner of the eye, just to deepen up our crease the tiniest bit and start to blend that shadow. We are going to clean up any mess that is made from this, so you can be messy. Don't worry about it. This is why we don't put on our face makeup first. And now I'm going to pick up the shade SBN, which is a really pretty deeper champagne shade that looks like this. And I'm going to just pack that in between Beam and Buns. And it's such a pretty shade. It blends so nicely. I feel like it just looks gorgeous between those two shades. And going back in with that same flat shader brush and Beam, I'm going to just make sure this is blended. It's just a lot of blending and a lot of patting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make sure everything is nicely blended together. And before I go in with mascara, I'm going to just line the upper lash line, going in with a Morphe M432 liner brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade Chip right here. And I'm going to just line my upper lash line. Be right back, you guys. I apologize in advance that my dogs are about to start barking. Just try to ignore it. So I am going to take this liner brush and make a false wing and kind of blend it like so. And by doing this, I'm actually just creating a very slight deeper shadow to the outer corner of the eye, and I think it looks really pretty and really nice and will look really good with mascara on. I do need to clean up that line. To clean up my eyeshadow where it has gotten a little bit messy, I love spraying a cotton pad with just rose water spray and using this to clean it up. It doesn't have as much oil in it as a makeup remover wipe does, and since I'm just removing such a small little area, it is also saving my makeup remover. So I want to just clean up both eyes. So now I'm going to just curl my lashes and apply mascara. For this part, you are most welcome to use false lashes if you'd like. Because I'm making this a little bit more of a natural glam and more of an everyday look, I am just going in with my regular mascara. And I'm just going in with the Buxom Lash Mascara. Okay, so for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you might have seen my story. I'm having tons of issues with this camera. It cut out when I was trying to film my face makeup. It cut out when I was filming my lower lash line. It basically said I had no memory on my memory card. I went and took all of the things off my memory card, put it back into the camera, and then it said there was no memory card and I couldn't film. We're here. We're filming. I am so sorry, y'all. So the lower lash line part of this tutorial did cut out, but I will point to what I did on this card and let y'all know. Actually, I'll just grab the real Jaclyn Hill palette and just show you here. So first I went in with MFEO and I blended that all over the lower lash line. Then I went in with Buns and I focused this on the outer corner of the eye. And then I went in with Chip on a flat liner brush and really kept it close to my lower lash line and brought it up in an angled way so that I'd get that really nice cat eye. And then all together I blended this shade right here, which is Creamsicle. It's this yellow shade, and I blended that underneath the lash line and over the top of my upper lash line crease area, whatever that's called, just to add a little bit of yellow and warmth. And then I took this shade, which is in Light. I used that to highlight my brow bone, and I went in with Beam, and I put this on my inner corner of the eye, and then I finished everything with a good coat of mascara using the Buxom Lash Mascara. For my skin today, I have my Wet n Wild concealer, my Wowder powder, my butter bronzer all over the face for some warmth. For blush, I went in with the Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk, and then my highlight is Prosecco Pop from Becca. And on my lips, I just dabbed a little bit of Crack Me Up from ColourPop all over the lips to add a little bit of kind of a brown nudie warmth. And that is it, y'all. This is the finished look. So this is what the finished look looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry my footage cut out, but I think I solved the problem, so we'll be good from now on. If you guys want to see this tutorial again, or maybe see it with a couple different shades or using a different palette, let me know, because I'm a little disappointed with how the footage turned out on this one, and I hate putting up half a tutorial. It's a pretty disappointing thing, but if you guys want to see this again, just let me know in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please stick around by subscribing, because we need to hit 1,000 subscribers before February 20th so that this channel does not lose its partnership with YouTube. I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribed. Check out my old videos right here, and I'll see y'all next time on my channel. Bye, you guys. Just stabbed myself in the face. Ow.